Hey guys, welcome back to my channel, welcome to the next episode of Supernatural Season 6. The last episode that we watched was episode 4, and it was called Weekend at Bobby's, and it all revolved around the MVP of the show, the real MVP, don't know why I'm doing that, Bobby Singer. And it was really good to see him finally get his own Bobby-centric episode. Most of us, I presume pretty much all the fandom, I would hope, love Bobby as much as I do. And it was really nice to finally get an episode that centered around his life and kind of like few days in the life of Bobby and what he tends to go through. And whilst we kind of understand how busy he is and how integral he is to a lot of hunters' lives, it was nice to finally see it and finally see like, okay, so when he picks up the phone from Sam and Dean, he puts it down and then does this and does this, and then helps this person, then helps this person, speaks to Sam and Dean again, then helps this person. And as I was still saying from last episode, one of my favourite moments when Sam and Dean were getting frustrated because Bobby wasn't available to help them all the time. And he basically handed them a new one because he was just like, I don't just live by the phone to wait just for you two to call me. I have my own life. You come and you help me. And they did. And it was really nice. It was nice to see them kind of go to him for a change. And whilst they go to Bobby's all the time, I think it was nice for them to kind of not take him for granted, almost. And for them to kind of go, you know what? You're right, and we'll come and help you, and it's not all about us for a change. And that was really cool to see, and I just really enjoyed it, and I was just sad that Bobby didn't get to find love with Marcy, I think she was called. But we'll see, hopefully one day in the future, he will. This episode 5, and it's called Live Free or TWI-HARD. Okay, so I've got two references there that I'm thinking about being referenced to. One is Live Free or Die Hard, which is obviously a quote, but also the name of a Die Hard film. But maybe because it's TWI-HARD, T-W-I, maybe it's about Twilight. I don't know about the dates, whether that lines up. My only guess is it's going to be about vampires. I've got nothing really to go off in terms of references or ongoing storylines minus the Samuel stuff. So my only guess is going to be it's a vampire episode. It could be something completely different. I don't know, but I'm hoping it's not too dark an episode because it's very sunny outside right now. And whilst the sun keeps going out and in and behind the clouds, right now the sun is out. As you can see from my face, it's very bright. And so if the episode is super dark, I'll be like, what's happening on screen right now? I can't really tell. So, fingers crossed it's not too dark, but my guess is vampires. We'll see. If you enjoyed the video, guys, please let me know down below in the comments what you thought of the episode. Subscribe to my channel if you're not already. And if you're interested in watching the full reaction to this episode, as well as the next few episodes ahead of YouTube, take a look at the Patreon link in the description box down below. It'll help support the channel. And yeah, get some content in advance. Let's jump into Supernatural Season 6, Episode 5. What's it called? I've forgotten it already. Live Free or TWI-HARD. Who's she looking for? Smooth. Oh, hello.
You came. I can't tell you that.
You get a bad vibe off the situation. It's Supernatural. Of course it's going to end badly, but,
you could ever say would,
you know.
I mean, those poems you posted, they revealed who you really are.
Oh, God. He's one of these people.
I know you, Kristen.
Oh, damn it.
Blood. He looks interested. Maybe it is a vampire bar.
Paper cut.
Maybe.
I'm the clumsiest person ever.
I have to go.
Okay.
Wait.
I am sensing vampire. He saw the blood, looked at it like interested, and then ran away.
I can't stop thinking about you.
Okay.
Don't.
We can't do this.
Maybe she's the vampire.
We can't be together.
If the vampires.
right.
No. I've done bad things.
Oh, I think I get it.
You should run.
It's like a Twilight reference.
Now.
There's the dark,
Make my own
broody.
decisions.
God, you're poetry vampire. And then the plain Jane white girl.
I have to show you.
It's really annoying. Sorry to the Twilight fans out there. So he is a vampire. Okay, cool. It definitely is a Twilight reference then.
I knew it.
Are you scared?
No.
You should be.
It smells like pee.
Let me jump.
Nice work, Robbie.
Robert, what's happening?
This is what you wanted, isn't it?
Oh, That took a really creepy turn all of a sudden.
Sure I'm not followed. I have to take side streets and I have to come at night.
Just shut up and get your ass home. I
Oh.
can't wait to see you.
Oh, so maybe it's not. They're fans of. Oh, there is a Twilight pillow. Never mind.
So much
I was
work.
gonna say maybe it's just like a romance vampire, but it is a
Vampires, man.
it is a reference. I mean, I'm not blind to it. There was elements of Buffy and Angel that were a little bit
Blood rushing inside.
in hindsight, but
He
Angel's
tried
beautiful.
desperately to control himself. Romero knew their love was impossible. Romero, really?
Dean, shut up.
This is a national bestseller.
Well, I can only meet you at night. I don't trust myself with you. The call of your blood is too strong. Vampires fishing for victims.
So he's just a human mouth breather, right?
On the other hand, talk about easy prey.
For actual vamps.
Yeah.
Yeah.
These chicks are just throwing themselves at you. All you gotta
yeah, that's the problem with things like
I don't
the
know,
Twilight
write bad poetry.
obsessed fans.
This guy wants
Yeah.
her at a place called
Not all of them. Not all of them.
Black Rose.
We got a pattern now. Kids go missing, boy bang bang gets
This
down.
guy again.
This is the fourth town.
If they already got a bunch of walking, talking juice bars, why bother with the bloodmobile? It doesn't
Good
add up.
Find the
question.
nest. Figure it out.
Unless they're turning the kids, maybe. Behind you. Jesus.
You ready to join me in eternity?
God.
Oh my god, totally. Hey!
Go, get out of here.
What was that?
Maybe he's not a real one.
Open your mouth. Take those out. Take them out.
Yeah, he's just a
12.
fan.
Are you wearing glitter?
Only do it to get laid.
You're pretty.
He is.
I said, you're pretty.
Are you gonna help him or stand there or? Why are you standing there? Sam? Son, go away. Sam, why are you just standing there? Sam?
Damn.
So he suggested vampire blood, which is not good. Why would Sam just let that happen? Is he turning into a vampire?
All the ways to die. I never thought I'd be going out like this.
Dean, nobody is going out.
I can't remember the exact process in this show to turn into a vampire, but this is high intensity is not a good sign.
Why aren't you freaked out?
Yeah, why? Because you let it happen for some reason.
Because I can hear your heartbeat and it's pretty damn steady.
That's because I'm trying to remain calm. Dean, look, Samuel will know what to do.
I don't trust
I'm a
him.
monster, okay? This is not a problem that you spitball.
Where you going?
Bathroom, okay? Newsflash, Mr. Wizard. Vampires pee.
Oh god. So he's actually turned into a vampire. No, Lisa, no.
Thanks. Okay? For everything.
Dean, you're scaring me.
Don't get too close.
Explain to me what's going on up there.
I'm a vampire.
At least I can't bring this crap home to you.
You're talking about your work.
I'm talking about my life.
Tell me what the hell is going on.
I really feel for Lisa. She's holding on to this hope of... Oh. Do it. Do it. As hot as that would have been,
I gotta go.
I feel like I would have lost control and done something bad. But yeah, I feel like Lisa's hanging on hope for this Dean to come home soon and... God.
Dean?
Ben, just stay there.
I thought I heard you.
Said stay back.
I just don't feel like it's going to happen. Ever. I mean, we've got 10 more seasons, so... That look.
Or I can just turn you back.
What?
What?
I didn't drive all this way to kill you, Dean. I'm here to save you.
Oh.
That's my grandfather's journal. Here's an old Campbell recipe, kind of like the soup. No one's tried it since God knows. From what I hear, stuff is a bad trip.
That's very convenient to have on hand.
Hey, the cure is good. But a lot of this is on you. You drink, you're done. It won't work. I'm talking 1 drop of human blood.
I got it.
Do you?
Right.
Because you will feed. Blood of the fang who turned you.
I think that was huge.
There's nothing in the recipe about easy.
It feels like he's doing the right thing, but I just don't like this dude.
What the hell's wrong with you, Sam?
So it doesn't explain why Sam let it happen.
What do you mean?
You knew about the cure. Thought we talked about it months ago.
Not me. It must have been Christian or something.
Is it Sam?
Huh. That's strange, because if you had known, it'd be almost like you let him get turned. Get him in on the inside, help us find that alpha vamp we've been looking for?
Oh.
You serious? You think I'd do something like that? Risk my own brother?
Yeah, I watched you do it. Oh, it's the handsome one. Hello.
I'm the guy Boris turned outside the bar, right?
I killed so many people on the way over here, so.
Yeah, about that. Company line is we don't just kill people anymore. But you gotta tell me what that's like.
Yeah. Yeah, first chance I get, I'll show you myself.
Sweet.
Your skin is the black velvet of the night. Nice.
Is he being creepy?
Bitch will eat that up. She'll be dying to meet.
Poor girl.
Go get yourself some blood, sweetheart. Then march that little ass right back here, okay?
You're grotesque. You need to die.
And these are the best days in the last 600 years to be a vampire.
Can imagine, for sure.
Dracula and Rice, please.
These stupid little brats are so horny, they've reinvented us as Prince Charming with a Volvo.
He's not wrong.
Want a promise ring with fangs, so I give it to him.
So what's with the cages?
I don't like this guy.
Till they're compliant.
This whole system, that's all
Disgusting, but happens in real life, unfortunately, like sex trafficking.
Implement. You want the private tour, don't you?
No, not with you. With the other guy, maybe. Oh, just the way he holds himself. Oh, makes me feel cringe. Right, don't do that so openly in public, you idiot.
Playing games with me, boy?
What? What the hell? Is this the alpha? The frig? What am I seeing? What the hell am I watching? Is that The Ring? Why was he showing us the 2 girls? Why does everyone collapse? I don't know. Hey. Oh no. Not the pretty one. Why does this episode keep making me jump?
Dan, you okay?
Don't think he is.
Yeah, I'm good.
Oh, he killed him. I thought we would have got to see it, but never mind.
So what'd you see in there?
What?
In the nest. What'd you see?
Sam, I can't hear you. Your blood is so freaking loud, okay? Just back off. Give me the damn shit.
I'm really meh about Sam at the minute. Oh, Christ. Oh. Oh dear. Oh no. Oh no. I would have thought he would confront him straight away, but...
So what'd you see?
You keep asking that a lot. It's very suspicious.
In the nest, what'd you see?
Well, I'm still trying to work through it, but I'm pretty sure they're not figuring out anything on their own. They're getting their orders from top.
Top is in.
They're alpha. At least that's what I think it is. They've got some sort of psychic thing happening.
Seems like.
He sends them, I don't know, messages. Their alpha's building an army.
That's comforting.
It's not the worst.
Then what is?
We don't scare them anymore.
Which is surprising considering you've stopped the apocalypse and Lucifer. You'd think they're pretty scary people.
At least, you got my back. No matter what happens, I can always count on you, right, Sammy?
Yeah. Of course, Dane.
At least say it somewhat convincingly. I'm really shocked that he's not confronted him. Guess we're holding that back for another time. Okay, that was my reaction to Supernatural Season 6, Episode 5, Live Free or TWI-HARD. And I was right. For once, I was right. It was about Twilight. Which surprised me how on the nose it was. I thought maybe it was maybe going to be some sort of like sly dig towards it. But it was a very full-on, full-out Twilight is bad. Not that Twilight is bad, but that the whole broody, shiny, glittery, dark vampire and the teenage girl who writes poetry and how he's all tortured and she's like lusting after him the whole time. And it was kind of fun how it did a take on that. And what I actually thought was really smart and really quite a genius little twist that I never would have thought about was the fact that vampires would take advantage of this resurgence at the time. Well, it's really funny, I say resurgence, but what used to really annoy me, this is a total sidetrack and I'm probably going to lose track of what I was talking about. When Twilight came out, I remember very specifically there was a big talk about how it's like the first vampire love story or whatever. There was something about that, I can't remember what it was. But A, Buffy did it a few years earlier, but B, vampires since Dracula and the origins of vampire tales have been about like love and lust, and yeah, it was just, maybe because I'm a huge Buffy fan, obviously. People saying that Twilight did certain things first really, really bothered me, when there's vampire media for years that have done it. I've probably done it better than Twilight, was just very teenage girl falls in love with a vampire and a werewolf, and then she can't decide between the two, but then she does in the end. Now, don't get me wrong, I'm not shitting on anybody who loves Twilight. I'm not a fan, but I've only watched one film, but I just think it's just not for me. But I liked the fact that vampires in this world were taking advantage of that to get more victims, which makes sense to me. Like, you've got these girls, these young girls, which is what they wanted, women and guys, I guess, as well, that were lusting after these vampires that they saw in the media. And so use that to your advantage, send out some recruiters, some hot young guys and girls to get more people into your group, clan, whatever you want to call them. And that's a really smart idea, and I think I really liked that aspect of the episode because it makes total sense, and I would fall for it too. When I was young watching Buffy growing up, someone that looked like Angel came to me, I would have absolutely been following him into a nightclub. So, you know, I get it, I totally get it. I guess if I was at that age when Twilight was a big thing, I was more, even just still, more into Taylor Lautner than I was Robert Pattinson. But, you know, maybe at the time I would have been more of a Pattinson character. Jacob? Edward? Which one was the two? I think Jacob was the werewolf. Edward was the vampire, I think. If you never watched Twilight, I'm just talking nonsense, but all you need to know is the girl that falls in love with a vampire, and he's very glittery and shiny and moody and gropey, mopey, and she's young and annoying, in my opinion. But I like the episode's take on it. It was fun, and I like that it was not a parody, but just like a reference to it almost. And even at the start, once Dean got turned into a vampire, from the start, I was very confused as to why Sam let it happen. It was very weird, very kind of dark and unnerving, because we've just never seen that happened before. Normally when a monster attacks the brother, the other one just jumps in and stops it. To watch Sam just stand there and let it happen and not even try and stop it. And not just that, but also kind of a bit of a weird smirk on his face. Thank you, son. Go away. To have a weird smirk on his face was very weird. And there was elements of it at times where I was like, is this really Sam? Because he's acting very odd since coming back from hell. And this kind of makes me feel like maybe he's not entirely Sam. Maybe he's up to someone. He's someone that looks like Sam. That's, I don't know, got ulterior motives. But then Samuel did say, well, did you let it happen so that we could find the alpha that we're looking for? And that was like, oh, right, okay. Now I see why he's doing it, because they're hunting more alphas. Now, we still don't know a lot of the lore of alphas, we just know that they are the original. Is it, I think I mentioned this the other episode, is it like some shows where if you kill the alpha, you kill the whole bloodline? So if they kill the alpha vampire, do all vampires get killed? Is it one of those situations? I guess we'll find out eventually. But they're hunting the alpha vampire, and they put Dean in harm's way to do it. Because yes, there's a cure that Sam knew about. I don't believe his lies for 1 second. He knew about the cure. But it's very risky, because if Dean had one drop of blood, the cure wouldn't work. So you're taking a major gamble by letting Dean get turned. Now, I knew when Dean was turned that it wouldn't be like a permanent thing, because it's just unlikely that in Season 6, Episode 5, they're going to turn someone into a vampire. Maybe later down the line, in the season finale, someone gets turned into a demon or a monster. That could happen. Towards the end, maybe, or something like that. Like how we had the hunter guy. It's not the same thing, but the hunter guy that was coming after them, but then he turned into a vampire. That sort of storyline works. But I just didn't see it happening. So when they came up with this, like, oh, by the way, my grandpa's got a cure for vampirism, as long as you haven't tasted any blood yet. That's very convenient. But helpful for us, just convenient because it randomly appeared out of nowhere when Dean needed it, as opposed to we've never heard anything about it ever before. But that's fine. But similar to the last guy that got turned, I want to say his name was Gordon. It was really cool watching Dean struggle with the effects of becoming a vampire. So the sensitivity to light, to sound, the hunger for blood, him trying his best to not do it. Similar again to when Sam wanted demon blood and tried not to. It's hard to resist, especially as a vampire. As a new vampire, when all you will do is feed, resisted that. But I liked him becoming part of the vampire group almost. Even though it was obvious to me that he was not fully into it, because he looked very suspicious to me. Maybe that's because I knew about it. But I liked him being part of that group and meeting all the different vampires, meeting the hot one from the beginning, and then the guy who was leading that group with the curly hair, and all the people they had prisoner. And I felt really sorry for the women, because they were doing as they were told, and it sounded like he got to sleep with them a lot, but also they got caged until they were, what was the word he used? Compliant? Now, men abducting women, having sex with them and keeping them in cages until they're compliant is a very awful subject that happens in real life. So I got the themes that they were going for. Wasn't pleasant to watch, but I liked the guy. The leader guy was cool. He was kind of funny, but I liked that he was major bisexual vibes, which was great representation. Obviously, he wanted a piece of Dean, and yeah, I'd have preferred to watch Dean with the younger vampire, the one that was at the beginning. But it's fine. But Dean, being a bit silly, got that dead man's blood vial out a bit too soon, because the blood dropped off, and obviously the vampire heard it. Not Dean on form, I'll give him that, but maybe it's because he's struggling with being a vampire and all that. Although, I did like when he went to see Lisa, because there was the book with the vampire watching the woman sleep, and he was like, it's a bit rapey. And then, when he stood over the bed watching Lisa sleep, it was very much like a same sort of image, which, I fully admit that when I watched Buffy growing up, I liked that kind of, I thought that stuff was kind of, it's this hot vampire, this raw, pretty, deep, dark vampire watching Buffy sleep. In hindsight, it's a bit creepy, but it's fine. It's David Boreanaz as when he was younger was fine. So I accepted it at the time. Obviously, as an adult, I'm like, but a little bit creepy. So I liked that they played on that image as well. The Dean watching Lisa sleep and how he went to say goodbye, but almost kind of crossed the line with her. Maybe went to hurt her, managed to stop himself. Although when he threw her against the wall, I was like, Dean, do it. Not kill her, but. And I do feel so. No, English. I do feel really sorry for Lisa because, like I tried to say in the episode, she's waiting and waiting and waiting for Dean to come to her, and he rings, and she's like, oh, you're nearby, come back for a night, and she keeps waiting for this Dean to arrive. That it's not that he never will, it's just that I just think she's going to spend her whole life waiting for someone that might never come, and she could pass so many good opportunities in her life to move on, to be happy with someone else. And I know she loves Dean, and she's okay waiting at the moment, but it just feels really unfair. And as much as I like their relationship, and I like the fact that it keeps referencing it, and it's not just a one episode thing and she's gone, he keeps ringing her and she keeps appearing, I like that. I kind of hope for her sake at some point she kind of goes, no, I'm done, I'm out. Which she's sort of hinted at before, like when she tried to, like, you need to go and hunt and not be here. But I don't know. Whilst I'd like to see them happy together, I don't see it happening, and for her sake I wanted to kind of push him away a bit more. Dean did get a vision of what I presume is the Alpha, the guy in the vision in the park who was stroking that girl's face, and then she has a twin. Sorry, the sun has come out very bright and it's hurting my eyes a little bit. Maybe they're the first people that he turned. I don't know why he got the vision, because we heard the vampires, him speaking, and then everyone started collapsing. Thank you. Everyone collapsed to the floor as they heard his voice. Then he got a vision. Did everyone else get a vision? What was all that about? Why did they all collapse? Again, the things that I presume in time will be explained when we know more about the Alphas and their power, particularly the vampire Alpha. But it was cool that we kind of got a little bit of a glimpse of him. But I also like that when he came to, and then they cured him of the vampire thing after he'd killed the leader guy, he got a vision, for some reason, of Sam watching him get turned and not doing anything to stop it. And whilst he did say, yeah, we saw the Alpha, yeah, it was really interesting to me that he didn't confront Sam like I expected that he would have done. Today's really drew me in because it keeps going away and coming back every minute, if not less. I'm surprised he didn't confront Sam and say, well, I saw that you let it happen. Although maybe it's one of those situations where he's going to keep that knowledge to himself and then at some point use it in an argument against Sam. Or maybe he's going to go speak to Bobby about it and say, look, I got this vision. Sam watched me get turned into a vampire. He did nothing to stop it because he wanted to get to this Alpha. Because even Sam, like I said, how Dean was being quite suspicious with the vampires. Sam was being really suspicious. The amount of time he said, so what did he see in the nest? What did he see in the nest? In the nest, what did he say? Like, let Dean respond before you ask him again and again and again and again and again. But also the fact that he kept going on about it, to me, was very suspicious. And we know that he stood and watched him get turned. Dean knows that he stood and watched him get turned. Samuel kind of, I think, knows that he watched him get turned. And so I'm looking forward to Dean confronting Sam, because that's not okay. It's a very risky game to play. But also, I don't know, it just feels very dark. And obviously, Dean said last episode, since Sam's come back from hell, he's been different. He has been dark. But this was a step that we'd never seen before, and I didn't like it. But what I'm also unhappy about is the fact that Samuel has now become like the new Bobby. But not a good Bobby. Bobby's queen, king, MVP, whatever you want to call him. And the fact that Samuel's now become this person that they ring whenever they need help. And it's always like, oh my god, this monster, ring Samuel. And now I kind of understand a little bit, is because Sam was kind of getting led towards the Alpha, which is a him and Samuel thing. But I don't like the fact that he's in this a lot and Bobby's not. I want more Bobby. Like, especially now we had a Bobby episode, I'm like, oh, I've got that lust for more Bobby episodes. But I'm sure he'll be in it again at some point soon. I hope. Touch wood. But yeah, just having Sam around more kind of makes me miss Bobby more. But it was a good episode. I actually really enjoyed this one. I liked the fun digs at vampire fiction and Twilight in particular. I thought that was fun. There was some multiple like hunky, hot alternative guys in that bar, particularly that vampire at the start. I thought was quite cute and attractive. I liked the fact that it was about another Alpha, because I was wondering when the Alphas would come back into it, and we got a vision of this vampire Alpha. I liked his powers. Whatever the hell happened with the voices, everyone collapsing, the vision, whilst I don't know much about it, I thought it was really fun to watch. I want to know more, and I want to know when Dean is going to confront Sam about the fact that he let him get turned into a vampire. Not happy. Not happy. As always, guys, my name is Scott. I hope you guys are well, taking care of yourselves and staying safe. Let me know down below in the comments what you thought of Live Free or TWI-HARD, Season 6, Episode 5 of Supernatural. Did you enjoy it? Did you not enjoy it? Did you enjoy the Twilight references? I hope you can see how often the sun is changing outside. It's driving me insane. because it's a very cloudy day, so the sun is like, what, and it's as someone that relies on a lot of daylight to record, natural light, it's very infuriating that there's not just one static light that I can work with. But as guys that have watched much of my full-length reactions will know, this is something that frustrates me a lot. But I have no choice because I don't have the money to do a proper light setup where I can black everything out, film at night with a full lighting rig. I just don't have that kind of cash to play with. Anyway, let me know down below what you thought of the episodes. What do you think of Sam letting Dean get turned into a vampire? What do you think of the, like I said, the Twilight references, the Alpha, and also, yeah, just everything that you thought about this episode. Thanks for watching, guys. Take care. I'll see you all very soon for the next episode of Supernatural Season 6. Bye, guys. Take care. Stay safe.